Eric Idle plays the piper who exacts a frightening price in the Pied Piper of Hamelin. And Ricky Schroeder and Bridgette Andersen play Hansel and Gretel, who find a gingerbread house.
I'm gonna have a piece of that roof, and you have some of that candy window. Come on, Gretel, it's lovely. But who do you think it is? What does it matter? It's food.
But Joan Collins, as the witch, has other dinner arrangements in mind.
Take care of you. I am going to eat him because that is what witches like to do. They like to eat little boys and girls. And since that is what I like to do, that is what I am going to do.
Well, when I was little, my mom and dad, they used to read Hansel and Gretel to me when I was little. And I used to really get into the place and feel like I was Gretel. And now I have a little sister who's 4, and now I read it to her, and she feels the same way.
I think it was kind of evil in a way, but evil has these nice things about it. And I think it was a message to show that maybe he wanted a baby. You know, you never know.
What is all the golden?
You'll always find terror in these stories because, well, for one reason, actors love to scare and to be scared. I personally remember how frightening Herve Villechaize's performance was as Rumpelstiltskin.
And you were to become queen.
Yes?
Would you? Would you give me your firstborn child?
Oh, my dear little Snow White. Today, your disgusting ruby red lips.
And the extraordinary Vanessa Redgrave gave evil added dimension as the wicked queen in Snow White.
Go ahead now, take a bite.
Elizabeth McGovern didn't stand a chance.
It's delicious. No one can argue now. Now there's only one beauty in the land. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
You, my queen, with your beauty so grand, are indeed the fairest in the land.
And Beverly D'Angelo feasted on her fire-breathing bad fairy in Sleeping Beauty. Chris Reeve's prince needed more than charm to get by her.
Little prince, step into my reality.
And Karen Black's Sea Witch in The Little Mermaid brought terror beneath the sea.
I played the Sea Witch in The Little Mermaid. And I don't like being wicked.
I'm frightened. I told you I'm a witch. I may look like your mother's bridge partner, but I am not joking around here.
I'm looking for an ogre.
I play the ogre in Puss in Boots, and I'm Brock Peters. And the ogre is a terribly frightening character. As a matter of fact, I don't know how Ben Vereen and Greg Hines could face me. The makeup guy did such an incredible job. But like all fairy tales, At the end, the ogre gets his comeuppance from a pretty smart Puss in Boots. I don't want to give Ben that kind of credit, but okay. He had to win. The story was written before I got to play the character. But watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. I am an ogre. I eat spiders and dogs and children and armies and cats.
I thought you'd be much bigger.
From witches and ogres to being 20 mattresses high without a ladder.
The ladder.
Nighty-night.
I'd be remiss in not showing our version of your own horror story, The Boy Who Left Home to Find Out About the Shivers, appropriately starring Christopher Lee and Peter MacNicol.
Now you will find out all about the shivers, because you are going to die.
Christopher, get back here. Look out. Look out!
Is it over?
Yes, you can open your eyes now.
I was not scared. I just dropped my quill.
Find out about the shivers. And I thought it was great because it's like not a very well-known fairy tale, but it had a really great message. And, you know, the great thing is that people learn about being scared, but it turns out well in the end. So that's how things are in real life. You know, you have struggles, things you have to overcome, life, scary little things, but in the end, good always triumphs. And that's the wonderful moral about fairy tales, is that good always triumphs. So that if you keep that positive attitude about life and everything around you, you will flush fear and evil out of your life, and good will triumph in the end. Right? Right.
What about the animals, huh? I mean, the animals are my favorite part of the fairy tale. I used to be a frog. I was a bear. And now, look at me now. I'm a party animal.
It is our observation and accusation that you have taken some of our most notable characters.
Bears, pigs, cows, cats, toads, and given them a life which we never intended.
Thanks.
Let's start with the wolf.
Okay. How about the wolf and the three little pigs?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a pig.
What kind of wolf is that, wearing this top hat?
And a fur coat, smoking the cigar. That's a big bad wolf?
Well, the way Jeff Goldblum plays him, he's big, bad, and funny.
You see, there you go with the humor again.
We want bad.
You want bad?
Yeah.
Watch this.
You ain't nothing but garbage. You, out of my way. What, you ain't got ears?
He's becoming badder.
I always wanted to see him put on a house.
But as the story goes, one big bad wolf is no match for a sturdy brick house and a united family of pigs.
Who is it?
Open the door, Ham Hock. Ow.
That's Billy Crystal and Valerie Perrine with Stephen First and Fred Willard.
This is much too dangerous.
Look, no more Mr. Nice Guy. You either open up now, and I mean now, or I'll huff and I'll puff, and maybe I'll huff again, but I'm going to blow this house in.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin.
You keep saying that. What do you mean, chinny chin chin? What does it mean?
It means no.
You asked for it, pal.
tell you something, Larry. This brick house is a lifesaver.
Grrr.